Don't quit your day job just yet. Now, you want to start a business, and that's awesome, that's great, but you're worried, reasonably so, about how you're going to manage to give it the time and attention that it deserves, and to keep your day job, and to have time to spend on your life, right? So I get it, it's a conundrum. And what often makes it worse is all the entrepreneur stories online where you have one group talking about how easy it is to start a business, you work only a couple of hours a week, you make $1 million, and then you go live on a beach in Tahiti. And then the other side of entrepreneurs are just working their ass off, right? And they're burnt out, they're working harder than they ever thought they would, and they're not making the kind of money that they thought they would. So, which is the truth? The truth lies somewhere in the middle, as it does with most things. You know, you got extremes, usually the truth is in the middle. Now, my name is Maryann, and I'm an executive turned founder. I'm an author, a mom, and a former teacher, and I help people build their confidence and build their independence by earning a full-time income off of a part-time business. So they can live the life they want, right? They can work from home. They can spend more time with the people that they love. They can love their life again, right? So if you enjoy these videos, please let us know in the comments. You can also subscribe wherever that, button is around there so you don't miss a one. Now, let's jump in and talk about how we're going to manage and balance all this stuff. First and foremost, there are two essential skills that you need to balance this day job and that part-time business. One, you need to control your time. And to do that, you need to understand how you're spending your time in the first place. Number two, you need to ask for help when and where you need it, and you need to accept help when it is offered. So let's dig into how we do each of those things. With all the things that you do each day, it may feel impossible to find time to start a business or to do whatever you want to bring in, whatever your goals are. But I promise you, you can. The first step to finding that time is understanding how you're spending the time that you have, and to identify who is in control of that time. So time is our most powerful resource. It's the most powerful you have, and it's often very easy to relinquish power over our time, and we give it to somebody else. We give control to our bosses, to our colleagues, to our partners, to our kids, family, people we meet on the street, right? Our desire to be good, do good, be great at something, care for people, serve people. In that desire, we end up giving away a lot of our time. So how much time are you in control of, and how much of it are you giving away to others to control, to manage, and to spend? Because the truth is, we indicate our priorities with our time, our attention, and quite honestly, our money. So what we spend time on or pay attention to, and what we spend our money on, is what we value. If we want to change how we allocate our time, we have to know how we are spending that time and who is in control of it. So take a look, do a time audit, and look specifically at your time. Don't assume you know, don't justify what you find out, just track it. We can think we know how we're spending it, but when we actually look at the breakdown, it can kind of be sobering. We can think that we need to do everything that we are doing, that we must do it all, that all those things on our list, on our time audit, won't happen without us, our kids, our partners, our work. Our life will fall apart without us doing all the things on our list. But the truth is, it won't. It won't fall apart. A time audit is an opportunity to reset your priorities, to redistribute your workload, and to empower others to take control of their own needs, and for you to take control of your time and use it more strategically. It's going to show you what time you use efficiently, what time you waste, and what time you give away. Now, I have a time audit kind of ebook worksheet that I'm happy to send you. So if you just put time audit in the comments or DM me directly, we will make sure that you get it, okay? It'll really help you iron out this stuff. Now, number two is asking for help where you need it and accepting it when it's offered. You probably don't like to do that. Ask for help. I'm terrible at it. I've gotten better over the years, and too many of us are really bad at asking for help, but you have to figure out how to do it. We all need help sometimes. So it's time to ask for it and accept it when people say, yeah, sure, I'll help you. You may spend a shit ton of your time helping everybody else. So asking for help isn't probably your go-to. Plus, whether it's conscious or not, you may have been conditioned to think that your primary role is to serve, to do the helping, right? To be nice, maybe even to be seen and not heard. All that conditioning doesn't make it easy for help. So if you're bad at asking for help, there may be a context for why, but we still have to do it, context or not. Asking for help is a learned skill, and we should treat it that way. It takes your time and attention, and it takes practice. And guess what? Now is a great time to practice. Yes, like literally right now. Well, like not literally right now, after the video is over, and then you can go practice. So what do you need help with? It could be you need help with advice or accountability. Maybe you need help to learn a skill or a service that you don't have. Maybe you just need some encouragement or someone to take tasks off your plate at home. You can use your time audit to help you figure this out, right? These two things are really connected, that time audit and that help. So think about it and write down all the things that you need help with. Write it all down. And when you take a look at that list, you can categorize it by friends help, family help, expert help, and hired help. The friends and family help are things that people in your household, your family, or your friends can pitch in to help you with. Network help is advice or guidance that you may need from your extended network. And hired help is people you need to pay to help you either expand your skills or help you accomplish tasks around the home. So let's take a second to talk about how to do the asking. You have your list of what you need help with. You have categorized it by that friends and family help, that networking help, and that hired help. And next, you have to reach out and do the asking. The key is to be very specific with your ask when you make it. Just asking, hey, can you help me, is not enough. The more specific you are with what you need help with, the more successful the person can be at helping you, right? Like it really helps them for you to be very specific. So for example, if you want to cut down on the time you spend preparing meals, turn to family and friends for help and ask your partner or maybe your older kids or your neighbor, a grandparent, a sitter, whomever, right? And you can say this, can you please be available from 6 to 7 p.m. to prepare meals on Mondays and Wednesdays? Right? Very specific. And then negotiate from there. Maybe someone can help on Tuesdays and Thursdays instead. Great. Or you can ask a friend to make a dish that you love that you can freeze for later in the week. If they can't or won't commit to helping, ask somebody else. Maybe you need networking help to learn how to research a new business idea. Hop on LinkedIn. Reach out to any business coaches in your network and ask, here's a script. Hi, so-and-so. I have a new idea for a business and I could use some advice on how best to research the idea. Do you have any resources that can help me, right? Ask for help, very simple script. If you need any help with scripts, just DM me, ask for help or scripts, and I'm happy to write some for you. I love scripts, they're really fun. They've been really helpful for me when I get nervous about what to say. I would write scripts. So keep in mind that people generally want to help you, and those that care about you are going to do their best. And it makes them feel good, right? It makes them feel good to be a part of your journey. It's also a great example for your kids and your friends and your family to see you asking for help. It's a good model for them. And if the people closest to you don't want to help you or are unwilling, that kind of tells you something about them. That's useful to know. Next, you actually need to accept that help that you're given, right? Let's take that meal prep example. If you ask your family for help with meal prep, you can give them some guidance, then just get out of the way so they can help you. What they do might not be perfect. Maybe it's not as good as you would have done, or in your mind, maybe it's not done the right way, but let it go. The world won't fall apart if it is different than what you would do. Let go, loosen the reins, and let people help you because you've gotten your time back. So you micromanaging them doesn't actually solve the problem to give you time back. So the skills we talked about were controlling your time, understanding how you're spending your time, and then asking and accepting help. All of this is going to help you make time for whatever you want to do, whether it's a part-time job, other priorities. Maybe it's finding time for networking or starting a new workout routine or spending more time with family and friends. Maybe you want to take a class, right? All of those things, this is going to help you do. Okay? So let me know if this helps. And if you have any questions about any of these points, you can either leave it in the comments or you can DM me anywhere, right? You find me, and let's talk about it. And if you like the video, subscribe to our channel so you don't miss a one, and I will see you on the next one.